This is the AEW Collision July 6, 2024 full show results video which takes place at Southaven, Mississippi. MJF makes his entrance and is in the ring with the mic, and he calls the fans in the building inbred and stupid. He says Garcia is nothing more than a pawn, who is a dummy for thinking MJF was going actually to give him a match at All In and he was always going to stab him in the back. Garcia is a make-a-wish kid at best, and now he'll never wrestle again after what MJF did to him, but he's not here to talk about Garcia. He opened up to the fans, broke his body for the fans, let Adam Cole in for the fans, and how did they treat him? They chanted, "Thank you, Joe," after Samoa Joe defeated him for the AEW World title at World's End. They discarded him for guys like Swerve, Okada, and that talentless hack Will Ospreay. What MJF did to Garcia wasn't personal between them, it was personal between him and the fans, and he is going to take away everything you love about this company with their garbage taste. He is going to fix it, and the only way that happens is with MJF on top, and the fans are delusional because Ospreay doesn't care about ticket sales, he only cares about good matches. The only ratings Ospreay cares about are from a guy named Meltzer, while MJF only cares about the ones from a man named Nielsen. MJF calls out Ospreay to pop a rating right now and Ospreay's entrance music plays, but he isn't there. MJF chuckles and says Ospreay isn't coming because he's a two-faced coward, just like the fans, and MJF goes to begin his catchphrase and shuts the fans down when they try to join in. The next match happened between Orange Cassidy, Kyle O'Reilly and Mark Briscoe versus Iron Savages and Jack Jameson, and the result of this match was Orange Cassidy, Kyle O'Reilly and Mark Briscoe defeated Iron Savages and Jack Jameson by pinfall. Jack Perry cuts a backstage promo about the sacrifices he's made to become TNT champion. He wants to give someone the opportunity to also sacrifice everything in an attempt to beat him for the belt, otherwise he will sacrifice them. Hangman Page cuts a promo backstage about why he is here. He is going to burn through the rest of this Owen tournament, go to Wembley Stadium, and right a wrong with Swerve Strickland, even it takes his last breath to do so. The next match happened between Toni Storm versus Trish Adora, and the result of this match was Toni Storm defeated Trish Adora by pinfall. Christian Cage cuts a promo on Jay White and the Bang Bang Gang, asserting that the Patriarchy will win the trios titles and that White has been a major disappointment in AEW. Turbo Floyd interrupts to admit to Christian that his father died, and Christian calls him a loser just like his father and then orders Killswitch to destroy him. Jack Perry makes his entrance to defend the TNT title in an open challenge, and the challenge is answered by his former ally in Jurassic Express and the hometown hero in Mississippi, Marco Stunt. Then we saw a match between Jack Perry versus Marco Stunt for the AEW TNT Championship, and the result of this match was Jack Perry defeated Marco Stunt by pinfall to retain the title. The next match happened between Claudio Castagnoli versus the Beast Mortos, and the result of this match was Claudio Castagnoli defeated the Beast Mortos by pinfall. Matt Menard is backstage and cuts a promo on MJF, and he says Daniel Garcia is back home in Buffalo and will make a full recovery. And when he returns, even if that's 6 months from now or 12 months from now, MJF won't be dealing with the dick dancing version of Daniel Garcia. No, MJF is getting Red Death. Serena Deeb cuts a promo backstage on Riho, saying it's good to see her back in AEW. She calls back to a match they had a few years ago and says if Riho wants to run it back, that's fine with her. Deeb is now the best women's wrestler in AEW, so we'll see how Riho measures up against the best. The next match happened between Riho versus Lady Frost, and the result of this match was Riho defeated Lady Frost by pinfall. In the main event of the show, we saw a match between Hangman Page versus Jay White in the second round of the Owen Hart Foundation tournament. Page was busted open late in the fight, with White rubbing the man's blood on his body. The finish saw Jeff Jarrett and Christian Cage both get involved, with Christian ultimately making the difference by spearing White, then Page followed up with the buckshot lariat for the win, and now it would be Hangman versus Bryan Danielson for the finals, and the show goes off the air.